Hello, everybody! It's me, Tokkuri Yashi, and for some reason, I seem to have frozen. 1 second. I will be back. Just like Arnold Schwarzenegger said, I'll be back. I will be back. Anyway. Whilst I'm back. Hello, everybody. Let's start again, shall we? Shall we start again? Hello, everybody. It's me, Tokkuri Yashi. How is everybody doing today? Hello, James. You got Adult Kokkoro second pull. Lucky day indeed. And that is hopefully what we're going to recreate today, or something similar, as we summon for our Adult Kokkoro, Guidance Kokkoro. I think I'll probably just refer to as Guidance Kokkoro. Last day of her banner today. She will be going away in a few hours, and then we'll be getting our New Year's Shizuru. So, if things go well, I don't want to tempt fate. Maybe we'll be back again tomorrow for another summoning video. We'll have to see how things go first, though. But if you already have Princess Kokkoro here, Princess Kokkoro, you said that there, Adult Kokkoro, Guidance Kokkoro, then I think it will be a good idea to save this ticket, this free ticket for the Shizuru banner, which will be appearing in a few hours. Hello, Lassie, how are you doing? Hello. Refresh the chat there. Everything always last minute, goes a little bit hectic. Anyway, we are here and we are tooled up. We are really tooled up today. If we jump over then to the banner, we can see we have our last free pull left to do. We also have 2 10 pull tickets from the packs that I purchased. And we've got 28 single tickets as well. If I'd have got an extra 2, that could be, what was that, 3, 5, 6 multis worth, 6 10 pulls worth, without having to put any jewels into it. So, can we get our Kokkoro with these tickets? Let's just check, shall we? Do we have a ticket in here still? Where is it? Not in here, in here. Do we have a ticket in here? There's nobody here that gives tickets, I don't think. Anyway, don't give us a ticket. So, they just give us that. So, we still need 2 more tickets to get there anyway. 2 more tickets, so we'll have the 30. Anyway, we hopefully would like to get our Guidance Kokkoro with this quite quickly. However, if we go close to pity, I mean, I don't know, Karen's listening. Shut up, Karen. Shut up, Karen. Don't listen, Karen. If we get close to pity, where's the button on here now? It's not in there. If I go on this one, it's going to go to an external. This one, character details. If we go to pity, there is, I guess, I probably was going to get Homare. There's 3 Prifest that I don't currently have. Homare, the Princess Yui, and Alan Gray, who have just got their unique equipment, and we haven't covered it yet. And I guess I was waiting to see if they would like to appear during these summons to make my video a lot easier and a little bit better if we do get them. So Anna Gray are a target today. We will see how we go. But of course, the main target is Guidance Kokkoro, who by now I'm sure you know how good she is. Just got Princess Yui from the free pull. Well, if you say the name, they will appear. However, I think this Guidance Kokkoro probably is a little bit of a sign of things to come over this year. They have done 200 times speed buffers for all elements and damage types. So perhaps over the next year or so, we're going to start seeing more of these characters like this Kokkoro that can push the log barrier and can buff other allies' support for other elements and for other teams. Kokkoro here being the face, I should expect these are going to be the must pulls coming up 2026 for each element when they appear. Anyway, we will see if that happens. We all want to know then, how many jewels does it take for me to get my adult Kokkoro here, my guidance Kokkoro? So I guess we can start with today's free pull. Hello, Captain Matthias. Just passing by to say good luck with your pulls today. Thank you very much. Thank you for dropping by. So let's see how that luck pans out here. Fourth pull on this banner, because we've got our free pulls already. Yesterday I got Nana, but other than that, nothing. Well, there we go. There she is. First, this is free pull. Here, incoming guidance Kokkoro. I can sense it. Here she is. Come on, guidance Kokkoro. It's our student Owie. Well, some more DAs anyway. That would have been crazy. It would have saved our tickets. Now we have our 2 temple tickets that we purchased to try. So let's see if we can get a Kokkoro with tickets again. Pull 5. This is going to give us some astral spheres. Okay, here she is. Here is our guidance Kokkoro. I can sense it. First one, we'll know straight away. Ada. It is a Prifest, but it is Ada. I guess I should say again that the download bar is off. So if we do get a new character, we will not know until we have clicked on them in the multi. And there we go, our 15,000 astral spheres. This new rewards we're getting for summoning. I guess it's nice, but I certainly wouldn't advise doing extra to get more of these things. Right, one more ticket then. Another ticket. How about jewels safe? Is the jewels safe? Or is the jewels not safe? Well, it may be the jewels are not safe. There is one in here. A surprise rainbow paper. Let's see. Come on. Third time lucky here. Third time lucky. Guidance Kokkoro. Incoming. Misaki's birthday. Happy birthday to Misaki. It'll be my birthday in a couple of days. And as a birthday present, I'm going to get Nana again. That's the second Nana I've summoned in 3 multis. Well, okay, I guess the jewels are not safe. We have to continue. Do we do some single tickets? Or do we do jewels? Do we do 10 singles? Should we do 10 singles? Try and save the jewels. Let's do 10 singles then and see where we get. Maybe we could get this is a double rates banner, so a good place to use these tickets. Oh, it just say can you do more than one ticket there? Was that a thing? Is that a thing? Is that a new thing? Yeah, use tickets. Okay, we've done 2, so that's 8. Use 8 tickets. This is new. Very new. Okay, let's use 8 tickets. We get a rainbow paper though. Is this Kokkoro with our 8 tickets? That's strange, isn't it? Cameron, you missed 2. You've missed 2. Oh, who do we get here? Who do we get? You can use more than 1 ticket at a time. Yes, we can. And we get... Can we get Arachne? Ah! Karen is determined for me to pay. Let's try again. I mean, what would it do if I went try again? Let's jump back out then. Right, so we are on a round number again, aren't we? 70, yes. That's why we use 10. Right, so we are into jewels then. Let's see how many jewels, although we're already up 7 multis and haven't spent a single jewel. 7 multis and haven't spent a single jewel? Nearly a half price pity, looking like incoming perhaps. 2 at the end here. 2 at the end. We do have our secret weapon available again that we had last summoning, but we're not going to break that out until we get very close to the end. We cannot abuse our secret weapon, but we have 2 chances in this multi. This has to be Kokkoro. If not Anne and Grey, Bampy, one more. It's new. Is this her? It is. Hey, there we go. Guidance Kokkoro, and I can't even speak. So, in the end then, it only cost us 1,500 jewels to get our Guidance Kokkoro, which means, unless we see her kit tomorrow and she is absolutely poop, it's likely that I'm going to be summoning again tomorrow then for our New Year's Shizuru. It would have been nice to get Anne and Grey here, but considering I've hardly spent any jewels, and we'd have to go another 12 multis to get to Pity and probably get her on 12, that's a bit much. That is a bit much. Maybe Anne and Grey are going to have to wait until the Prifest for Anniversary. No need to send in the jewels on that. Ooh, but if I did 2 more, I could get a ring. Don't be silly. Of course, I'm not going to do 2 more to get a ring. Big Cock is here. Indeed, we need to be careful. We need to be careful. Oof. Do you still need Arachne? You don't have enough to guarantee this Prefest, though. Do 2 pulls to get the ring and see if you get lucky. I think I might just pass on that one a little bit. Thank you very much. We will hack maybe this anniversary. It was last year's anniversary tickets. They did give us 2, and one of them you could pick a Prefest character with, and one of them was limited but not Prefest. So if that is the case, perhaps we'll get Anne and Grey with that. I do think, however, to run Anne and Grey on a Fire Magic team, you're going to need Xmas Yui as well because of their position, which I don't have. So maybe it's not the worst, although I could maybe borrow the Yui. Anyhow, we're going to have to try and stumble through and do a video for them as well without having them. So if someone could maybe, who does have them, put them up as a friend unit. Maybe we could use another friend unit one and just send them into a fight and see how they go. Anyway, today is all about Big Kokkoro. Our Guidance Kokkoro. And as we build her, as we should, you will be happy to know that I have got an already prepared EX equipment. That's my smug face. Hopefully, she uses the EX equipment that I've leveled up. If I've made a mistake and it is the wrong EX equipment, then we're going to have a bit of a problem. You would only need 2 singles worth of jewels since you have still 18 tickets. Well, we could, but I think I'd prefer to save those tickets for the Prefest anniversary. It should also be double rates. Maybe by then we'd have collected enough for a few more. Going into that to February with as many jewels as possible, I think is a wise choice. there's going to be 4 characters that month that I think everyone's going to want. If it's the same as last year, which means even having 90k jewels, you might, if you're very, very, very unlucky, not be able to get all of them. So there is that to bear in mind. Anyway, let's see if these EX equipments, excuse me, if these EX equipments then are the right ones. We've got an armor piece. So we stole this from Louise Marie because she's not the biggest DPS, so she doesn't need, really, I don't think she needs one of these quite as badly. Yes, we got the right armor piece, which, as we can see here, is pretty good, and I've used the first 2 of these alchemy spheres to level these up to max. I used 2 of them to get defense penetration 3, and we should have one of these, which again isn't half bad for our Kokkoros. There we go. We don't need 2. We only have 7k right now. That is a little worrying. We should again, if they do, however, what they did last year, give us some free pulls for our anniversary. So there is always that to hope for. Which we will see. But before anniversary month, we've got our New Year's month. Big Cock drained you dry. Is it usually the other way around? No, that's yes. Summoning for Big Cock is can have been bad. I'm glad that wasn't the case for me. So that is a little bit unfortunate. But alas, the best part of the stream, sitting there and watching as we re-roll the equipment. We do not have to do. We do, however, need to ascend it, and I think we will still limit breaker, which means grabbing a few of her shards. And I've kind of got a bit back, at least the free pulls, even though they didn't give me anything new. Did give me a few more DAs to rebuild my store. So we are safe to do this, I think, and get our 270 total, and then another 40 to limit breaker. And then we're going to try that deep quest stage again, 9-10, and let's see how much upgrades I need to give to my equipment to get us over the finish line. There we go. She should have quite a high power, I think. Let's see when she gets. Nope, your little Kokkoro. Where is she? I can see the little Kokkoro, but I can't see the big Kokkoro. Shouldn't it be the other way around? There she is. Right, let's get it to 5 stars. There we go. All the new mechanics that she brings. Here she is. I haven't even looked at her stats. No, she's not really. I wanted to see if she looked like she might be able to face tank for the team, and I don't think she can. Which again might be where our New Year's Shizuru comes in. So no, we need another 40 for this, or we could just give her a ring. I mean, one of the biggest releases. I think we should do this. Oh, we're gonna just click max. There we go. Right, let's limit break that, and then we can get into. Where is her power? I need to. Well, I am blind as a bat sometimes. There, she's jumped up here. Yes, I thought her power might be quite high. We haven't even limit broken her yet, and she's got quite a high power level there. And we haven't given her her Bond stories either. I don't know if we dare try and do that. Maybe that's going to be the new... the new... maybe well, she's not in the story of it, so we should be able to do that. We have plenty of cake for adult Kokkoro. She is a growing girl. She needs all the nutrition she can get. However, we do need to watch main story to unlock this. So unfortunately today, unless you want to watch main story, part 3, chapter 15, episode 3. How far have I got? Because there is a few I haven't looked at yet. Part 3, chapter 15. So I've got all of chapter 14 to go to. Right, well maybe I need to get on that. Maybe I need to get on at that. Not clown battle. That's not what I wanted to click on. There's our rank. We didn't want to click on that. We wanted to click on this. A ring for daughter, mommy, wife. Emphasis on mummy. Well, instead of a ring, we just gave her a lot of money. 15 we can do of these now. Special limited time, and the drop rate is increased. So let's send in the team and see how close we are, and then we'll see what updates we need to do. Our equipment have been upgraded a little bit. Put some of these EX5s on these 4, especially these 2 that are doing most of the damage. And maybe Eris's a weapon could be upgraded there. But let's see. Now these are all upgraded a little bit. How well we do. Full set then, here we go. Kyuhu Shoujo. What's the name of that Pokemon he looks like? It's not Infrape. The one with the bongo drums. My brain's gone funny again. He looks like one. There's a few bosses that we fight here that look like Pokemon. Here we go. All of those buffs, your limits have now been broken. Rillaboom, yes, that's the one I was thinking of. Thank you, Rillaboom. So I guess he does look like a Rillaboom there. Aye. 30 seconds to go. Would maybe like to have seen a bit more damage, but does damage ramp up a bit on this team? Perhaps tomorrow, if we do get our Shizuru and swapped out Suzume. I wonder what difference that would make. Maybe that's something we can test. 30 seconds to go. I think we do need to level up a little bit. Five seconds. Do we get any big damage? Okay, so we needed a little bit of damage there. We do need a little bit to take this fight down. But good damage going on there. So let's see what we can do then to level up and rank up some of our team. I was thinking, can we find anything more in here? We can with current. Gone up 4 levels. 4 levels there. Is that what we got from summoning for Kokkoro? We got them. So there we go. 4 levels there. We've got our masterpieces. I forgot that. Let's put them in. All characters elemental bonus up by 2%. I think that might help a little bit. Okay. There's not much we can do in role mastery. We're all around 5-3, 5-4 for everything. Kokkoro's a booster character, so yeah, they're all... Well, this one's a little low, but I don't think doing that will help. What about equipment then? Who is on the team? Summer Eris could maybe do with a better weapon. 7% magical attack. Can she borrow one from somebody else? What's on all of these then? 4, 8. It's higher. It is higher. Plus a bit of defense penetration. Maybe some of the others will be better. I think that one is a little bit better actually. The one that L'Oreal had. We'll try Ninon's first. Because then if I forget to put it back, that's why. We'll try that. Getting her bond ranks up, Kokkoro's bond ranks too, would be pretty good too. What does she get with those bond ranks? It goes down that. She should be at the top. Why do I keep scrolling down? She should be at the top. Hit points. She gets hit points. So I guess hit points will not help us do more damage. But they are there anyway. They are in the bag. So let's just have a little go back in then, Rillaboom. And let's see what these upgrades have given. Is that going to give us enough damage, or do we have to do a little bit more? Maybe there's a small bit of timeline that might help. I don't know how we would work that one out. Maybe not unsetting Theo until she's union based or something weird. I don't know. Anyway, now we have this Kokkoro. I've already been working on it, so that's another video I can do over the weekend. Is a Wind Magic tier list. Have a look at the Wind Magic team. I haven't done one of these yet. This is the first Wind Magic release we've had since I started going through all the elements like that. So we will have a look at this team over the weekend, hopefully. No surprise that this Kokkoro will be at the very top of that tier list. This damage must ramp up pretty big at the end of this fight. Or does Rillaboom's defense go down? He's not Shoujo. Shoujo. Does his defense drop at the end of the fight? That's why we take huge gobs of damage then? Is that what this guy's gimmick is? Seven seconds, we're about where we was last time. Two seconds. Oh, we still need a little bit more. Maybe we need that Shizuru. Okay, right, let's not be stingy then. And we can give our best weapon, best EX equipment. I'm looking for Ranfa. I think she does do more damage, so if I give her the very best, the one I think that, oh, there she is. There she is, the one that our ex-Miss L'Oreal had. Is this a little bit better? Yes, I think that is quite a bit better actually. Very much so. I really do need to re-roll, I think, the one that Ranfa's got there. I think leaving it there with that crit and a bit lower of attack on it is a bit criminal, to be honest with you. So, there we go. She has now got a much better equipment there. What is on this? Is there a defense stat on this? We don't really want a defense stat. We're going to be re-rolling this anyway. What about Suzume? What's Suzume got? Let's have a look what Suzume does. She did a little bit of damage, just get enough to get us over the line. Might be good. She's got one of these, which is 9% attack and a bit of a damage boost. Perhaps one of these would be better if we could borrow them. What's Sono got at the moment? 2 defense penetration. They really do need re-rolling. And 4, 5, 6, 7. A little bit more attack. Plus a slightly different boost there. So perhaps doing that might give us a little bit of an edge. Also the gimmick with real gorillas at most other animals. The defense dropping at the end, yes. I do seem to remember that was the case. There was at least one boss we thought that you thought he wasn't going to win, and then the last 10 seconds, all of a sudden, they have no defense, and you go, woof. Right. Is there another one? Is one of these slightly better for Eris? Let's have a look. So, 2 defense. This one's got more defense penetration, so I don't think the one that Labby's got's better. That one's not better. That one's not better. That's Kokkoro, so she's going to keep that. And that's the one that we did have on our Ranfa there. I think they've probably got the best of those that they can have. What is this Elven Rose? Is this really the best thing for her? Attack up, attack and crit rates? I suppose. It might be, yeah, it's probably better than that one. Unless we've got them some armor pieces as well. I don't think upping Theo's equipment is going to help that much. So, we've had a little bit of an upgrade. Let's go back in there. And I'm not sure if this is going to be enough, but let's see, shall we? The more hurt something is, the earlier they are to hurt further. Let's see if we can hurt. I mean, she's got one of them. Let's see if we can hit him enough to take him down then, Mr. Shoujo. If the button will work. There we go, right. It is probably better to unset Theo. We could always mess about with setting and unsetting people. Then maybe we can try Kokkoro off element perhaps once we've done this. We will beat you, Shoujo. We will. Seeing as a buffing character on her off elements, we will see how she does. We can try that out. We can try that out, I guess. See how much more damage Xmas Lariel can do with these buffs. Ooh, we did a bit mad there, didn't he? Just a little bit. Japanese knowledge isn't good, but doesn't shoujo mean girl or something similar? I'm not completely sure either. But we can always ask the all-knowing. It's also a genre of Japanese comic aimed primarily at young female audiences. Well, it's not gone down, but I wasn't even paying attention there. Do we need a little bit more damage? How much more damage did we need? Well, that's what I was looking at. I was shoujo. So I guess that's where it probably does mean girl, young girl, because the anime is aimed at a young female audience, and I guess that's where they got the shoujo anime from. So, yes, he likes a bit of slice of life. He likes a little bit of romance in his anime. So what can we do then, just to get this extra little bit of damage? Let me think. There is nothing else to refine in here. I've been at the top of this now for a few weeks, so we're saving plenty of these for when we get more tiers in here. Now, shonen means young boy, and that's also a genre. Yes, I guess like Dragon Ball Z or whatever is shonen, is it not? Something aimed at young men, young boys. So yes. So I don't think there's much more we can do in there. I guess it's fiddling with equipments. Maybe what I'm going to have to do then is put my hand in my pocket again. And let's have a look. This this is this. What does that mean? Maybe she could have one of these. We don't use Neneka that much. Is this better? 8% attack, 2% crit rate. So that is a little bit better there. For a armor equipment. So you were calling the boss Mr. Girl. Maybe that's why he's a little bit mad. Maybe that's why his life is a misery. Because everybody goes, hello, what is your name? My name is Mr. Girl. Watashi wa shoujo-san. Watashi wa shoujo-san desu. Yes, okay. I am Mr. Girl. Hello. Put my hand in a pocket and buy one of these. One of these armor pieces, because we don't have one. Which means we may have to do some re-rolling after all. The piece of armor that Eris would wear. And then if you don't keep it on Eris, we could always put it on somebody else in the future. Because I don't have them. I thought I should at least have one of everything. I've got two of them. I don't have one of them. I don't have one of them. Imagine this is the one that Summer Eris wears. Yes, it is. So let's. There's the button. Let's buy one of these. And put this on our Summer Eris. Well, first we're going to have to re-roll it. So we do get re-rolling after all. Everyone was so disappointed that we wasn't going to sit in here for hours and re-roll pieces of equipment. But here we are. Here we are. Can we make this quick, girls? Please. Well, there's magic penetration. So I guess we'll keep that for now. There is, of course, going to be the update to this, which means we can do this much quicker. There should be a button that we press there, and we just go re-roll, and that's that. Instead of having to do all these extra clicks. More defense pen, we will take that. So defense pen or attack, please. Nope, it's not better than what we had, but we're going to re-roll it anyway. Hit points, defense 4%, not bad, but the magical attack, but it was low. We were going to re-roll it anyway. It has to be at least red for us to even consider keeping it. Well, there we go. There is a red one there. Of course, you would like something a bit better than that. But maybe it will be enough for now. Come on. Whoa. No, don't do Ranfers. We want this one. Speed run. We need the speed run. Clicking all over the place. I'm getting out of control. I'm going to accidentally click end stream button. We don't want that. We're not ready to do that just yet. Very low attack. We don't want that. Maximum defense, but I don't think that would help us in this scenario. Crit, I suppose, is not going to really help. Yes, yes, go, yes. Defense again! We don't want defense again. It wouldn't be a Tokkuri Yashi stream without sitting here re-rolling equipment, would it? I thought I already had this under control. I was all smug. We've already got Kokkoro's equipment. 1%? No, we need better than 1%. Well, I wanted to add more gotcha into the game, more gambling, and it's gambling you can do almost an infinite amount of. But come on, please, something half decent, and then we can give it a try. A red attack or a red defense penetration. That's what we are looking for. Not defense, defense penetration, please. Riveting content here. Get a pot, a rainbow pot. It'll be defense, won't it? No, it won't. It's magical attack. Wow, 2.5% magical attack. We'll take that. Thank you very much. Locked. Right, let's see if this is enough then. Let's put this on Aries. Well, I say we'll put this on Aries. Is there somebody who's got one of these that isn't leveled up, and then we can we'll swap it with that first. Put that one on Amelia, and then let's put this one on Eris. There we go. Right, let's see then, Mr. Girl, how we fare with our equipment. We have come equipped. We are ready. And we can jump back in. You will go down! Wonder then who will be our anniversary Prifest? Will we get a character that hasn't been introduced yet, or will it be somebody that has? Will they... What's she called? Shart or something. What's her name? What is her name again? Well, no, but everybody hates. Will she have a redemption arc? Will she be the Prefest? What about Freya? Will she have a redemption arc? I don't think Lisa would be a Prefest. But, what other options are there? I mean, I've always thought they should maybe do, like, the Gourmet Guild Prefests of... Well, there's 4 of them in there now, so they can't do that. They could do a Twinkle Wish, which was Yui, Rei, and Hiyori, like the little lyrical trio, but I guess they haven't decided on that. Anyway, pay attention. How close are we now with all of these upgrades? 5 seconds to go. The time goes so fast. We still haven't quite got it there. Kokkoro really needs to be taking him down with that final Union Burst. I'm not sure if we've done a lot. We can always try again. Messing about with setting and unsetting. I don't know if it's going to help Theo that much. Setting it after a first Union Burst. Hello, Michael. Michelle. How are you doing there? I was just going to unset Theo after that. When are the New Year banners? Well, the first New Year's banner will be tomorrow. Will be a few hours' time, actually. Our New Year Shizuru will be releasing. What time is it now? It is nearly 10 o'clock here. It's about 4 in the morning for me. So, in about 6 hours' time will be our first New Year's character. And Reno will expect around about the 15th-ish. We will see when Shizuru's banner is there. I think there is a high chance I will be summoning for Shizuru as well. We'll have a look exactly how she is tomorrow once we've got her in game. I think a kit looks like it could be quite helpful for this wind team, both magical and physical. She's going to work on both magical and physical teams, just like Violet does for Dark. So that's why I think she's going to be quite impactful for the wind team. We'll see, maybe she will be the key to getting over the finishing line here in this fight if we swapped her out for Suzume. This is looking a little bit better. Is it? Or isn't it? I don't know. Maybe not. No, I don't think it is. It changed things up a little bit, though. It did change things up a little bit. So if there was a timeline for this team, I have not looked, actually, on Worry Chef's Google Docs. Have they put up a timeline for this team? Let's just check that. Because maybe that will be what we need to get over the finish line. This time Kokkoro did a little more damage than Ranfa there. I have it in the background. I don't know if I can get it up here. Can we get it up? That's we can get it on the screen. Right, here we go. The moment of truth. 9, 10. No, they haven't. They haven't updated it with a team. But it is this top team here that we have just taken Misora out of and put Kokkoro in. And this team starts with Eris unset. And she sets herself and unsets Ranfa at 109. So maybe if we have Eris unset and set her, I guess that will be a first union base at 109. Maybe that little input will get us over the line. So we can give that a try, I suppose. Oi, right, unsets. There we go. Now, let's see. So when she does a fair, we see if it is somewhere around about 109. She's gone down already, so her buffs are straight up. Yeah, they're 109. Let's see if that can help and get us across the finishing line then. Instead of adding extra pieces of equipment. Hello, hello. Well, it moved. I was reading your name. Zeisuigi. Sorry to butcher that up. Hello, how are you doing? Nice to see you here. Hello, Michelle again. Okay, I'll be back when the unit infos are there to see if it's worth or not considering. Anniversary is on the way, and what do you think about the big Kokkoro performance so far? I think her performance is excellent. We will do a tier list for this Wind's Magic team over the weekend. Spoiler, she'll be at the top with this mechanic that she brings to the game of getting past this log barrier and boosting all the boosts of the allies. It's looking very similar, this, isn't it? Very similar. Ooh, no, actually, can we? Where? Oh my word! Okay. Okay, right. Okay, so maybe doing that with Eris is a good thing. We will try one more messing about with setting and unsetting. And then we'll go back and see what extra buffs we can give to her. Maybe Suzume could have a little bit extra. Perhaps. So, let's slow it down again. Go unset. We'll unset these. We'll unset Eris. But we'll leave Theo set. And when they do their first union bursts, we will swap them over. There we go. So we can unset here. And we can set here. Last mess about. A very disturbing monkey boss indeed. It's Rillaboom. It is Rillaboom. Nice to hear. I gotta go because it's 5 AM. Thank you for stopping by so early in the morning We'll see you again, mate, Michelle. Nice to have you here. Nice to have you here. Thank you. Have a nice day too. We'll be getting up again very soon, perhaps. Perhaps you will. So let's see. What extra upgrades can we do? Maybe Suzume can get something extra. Maybe we'll have a look at our unique equipment. Let's see what Suzume's unique equipments are like. Maybe that could be upgraded a little bit. Just to get us over the line. Dooting away there, Ranfer. Oh, it's looking very similar here. I think we're going to be just shy again. Okay, right. We are going to have to do a few more upgrades. I mean, this is a little bit worrying. I mean, I could maybe have a few more masterpieces, but the rest of my Princess Snipe is quite high. It is all quite high level. So let's see then. Suzume, what have you got? Unique. That's at 250. She does get attack with it. How do we get hair shards? In the shop. Which shop is this? This is the clan shop. Let's grab a few of these. Level this up a little bit. We'll just do reset there to 50. That'll give us a little bit extra. Up to 290 now. So how much extra attack is that going to give us? Another 192? I think we might need a little bit more than that. Very disturbing monkey boss. We need to beat this very disturbing monkey boss. EX equipments then. Well, unless we start re-rolling again. unless we start re-rolling again. What's this one that Homari is wearing? Is that a little bit better? Because this gives a damage cut, and this gives extra damage. So maybe we don't want the damage cut there. Right, Suzume, you are getting a new dress for this fight. You are now rigged up. And we are going to come and visit our alchemy friends again. Where is that spell book that Suzume is holding? We can keep that. We'll keep the defense pen. We'll keep one of them. Let's see if we can get something better on here. Here we go again. That's worse than what we had. That's worse than what we had. Nope, worse than what we had. Come on, come on, come on. The real trick to this game is how determined you are in the alchemy lab. Right, that attack is better than what we had, but it's not. Now we need some defense penetration on this last one. A good number, please. Maybe we'll be here for a while getting that. So we can go into turbo speed mode. Come on. The concentration. Focus the energies. The legends! Palm tree guy! I am the guy! I How are things going? What do you think to Kokkoro? Are you wanting to come back so you could use Kokkoro? You wanting to come back to do more rolling on here? We are determined to take out the Shoujo monkey boss. So that is why we're in here. Trying to get better equipment. Scrambled up like 100 pulls and got it. Got it wrecked. You've got 100 pulls. 100 pulls. Maybe it was a little quicker than this rerolling, but great stuff there. Great stuff. Got wrecked. You celebrate. You celebrate. Is that what you're saying? You got it and celebrate it. Can we celebrate when we get something good on this last slot? No Kokkoro, no Kokkoro mama. Yes, hope you are good and healthy. Defense, we don't want defense. Rainbow pot, crit rate. We'll put it on there, but I don't think it's what we want to keep. Is this even any better than it was before? Do we want to use another sphere? I mean, we have got quite a few of them, but because I'm sick and tired of re-rolling, we will do that. There we go. Let's jump back into the boss then. And what? Hey, 2 more 10 pulls. Game froze up, so got my hopes up. But nope, just lag. Well, that's a bit naughty of it, is it not? Let's see then. Now we do have it on her. I don't think updating, upgrading the fuse will do a lot in terms of damage. Right, so we'll go in. Let's do that. We'll try this input. I think it did help a little bit, did it not? I don't know if we'll be setting and unsetting ran for 2 in order to work out a timeline like this. Finally got a magic penetration indeed. Let's see if we can use it to penetrate these boss's defenses. Could have said something else then that would have been quite unacceptable, but we didn't. Franfer is so close to going down when he does that attack. Surely this should be enough now. With the extra damage that Suzume will bring, we only needed a little bit more at the end. My leaves are my leaves. They are not for smoking. How close are we to? It's looking okay, but then the Tamaras are so quick these last few seconds. Still not there. Oh my goodness me. I mean, Suzume does do some damage. Okay. Back in here then. What else can we do? Or mean, that is decent equipment. This one has a defense on it. So let's go back into here. Not be fine. Back into here. And see if we get rid of that defense on Ranfa's piece of equipment there. That we do not really want. Can we get a higher attack on this? We're going to keep that one as well, I think, for now. Oh, I thought that was attack. No, it's only crit. Need some of that stuff. Well, we don't have any of that here. What we do have here, though, is alchemists. Maybe you could ask these alchemists. They could come up with a concoction. I am still not sure that even with this extra piece of attack on this equipment, when we finally get it, it will be enough. Well, it might be more entertaining. It might be more funny as well. What concoctions can we come up with? No expense has been spared here, and we still can't take the boss down. We still have been 8-10 water, so taking on 9-10 wind. This one could be. It's a low attack. I mean, we could always use. I don't think we want to use a sphere on this to get the attack. We'll just keep on rolling, rolling. Lots of rolling. This button that makes this quicker will be so welcome. Attack, but low attack again. Will we even accept as 1.6% attack? At this rate, you get so worn down that it's like, ah. Ooh, I was thinking, you know, why don't we just put this one on? But this one's got hit points and crit on it, so we'd have to re-roll that one anyway. 0.4% attack. No, thank you. Probably cook better if the girls were high too. Well, maybe they are, and maybe they are just laughing at me. How much money can we get out of him before we finally give him what he wants? You need to keep the spirits up. We do indeed. This is the last thing I thought we would be doing today. No way defense. This is some silly game. 1.2, not good enough. I said 1.2, it's not good enough. I still don't even think 1.6 or even 2% would get us over the line. It might need to do a little bit more. We are indeed, just like Limp Bizkit said, we're rolling. Defense again. You guys giving us maximum defense. We had maximum defense on this to start with. Why would we want maximum defense again? Come on. Hit points. Don't give up. Beat the monkey. We need to beat this funny green monkey. All right. And this is the key to doing it. He's knocked down too many palm trees on his rampage. And we need to take revenge. 1.6. Because we're so sick of it, 1.6. We'll take 1.6. It's 1.6% more than we had before. Did we need to do 1.6% more damage? Probably needed a bit more than that. So what else have we got? None of them have got unique equipments. They're all limit broken. There's no more story to read for any of the characters. They're all limit broken. They're all maximum ranked. Theirs has got a defense and a hit points on it. Why is that? Okay, back to the alchemists. Back to the alchemists. We're back again, crawling back. Back to your original body. Well, let's allow it to help us with what's this one got on it? Nothing. It's got a lot of defense. We don't want that. Right. Here we go again. My voice sounds tired. Am I okay? I'm okay. I'm a little tired. And a little bit croaky for some reason. I don't know why. But we're okay. We can keep going to take down this boss. If this is what it takes. This is what it takes. Okay, so we've got another magical attack there, 2%. That will help. This is the attack. What is the attack equipment as well? Yep, right, so let's keep on rolling. Will accepts. Attack. Oh no, that's crit rate. Not crit rate. I'm trying to think, what else is going on? What else can we talk about whilst we are re-rolling? There must be something. We have... And I haven't seen it, but I just think that the Abyss Battle will be announced coming up very soon, and it should be Wind. Pretty sure it's Wind. It's probably already been announced and I haven't seen it. That'll be another place where we can test out Kokkoro and Shizuru as well. I'm sure they will both be featuring very heavily in that. 1.6, we'll take it for now. Let's see. One more attack, please. Not hit points. Rainbow pot for attack. Yada! Well, okay, we will take that. That will do. We'll lock that in there. Right. Back to the boss. Let's see then. We have been min-maxing and min-maxing and min-maxing the whole way. So let's jump in then. We'll do something like this. Let's see if this Ares thing... Does this Ares thing even do anything? I don't know. There we go. Right. Let's see how close we can get now. Is it me, or is there more damage hitting Kyoho Sojo? It's maybe just me. Maybe my wishful thinking, perhaps. I don't know. I mean, unsetting Kokkoro? We don't. If she's cancelling one of her skills, we could always try that. If this doesn't work, see if that is an option, a solution. We're about the same place as we was before. What was all of that rolling for? 3 million damage now. We only need 3 million damage. So we could try that, I suppose. If unsetting Kokkoro. Let's see how we go. See if it works. It was all we could always test. What else is the inputs for that other team? I mean, it's probably going to change everything because we're not running Misora in it, but Father Saren, Amis, and maybe Hatsune. Well, we'll be doing videos of Saren soon with their unique equipment for this for New Year's. I don't know if we're actually going to be getting a huge amount on there, though. Is it going to be an Xmas Lariel unique equipment? And a bit lacking. Maybe we should pay attention to this. Perhaps we might need to set her again at the very end if it's getting close to make sure she union bursts. I don't know, is this even worse? It might actually be a little worse. It probably is a little bit worse. Maybe we do want to keep her set. Or at least set her after her first union burst as well, like Eris. We can give that a try. Oh, how many times are we going to have to jump in here? Right. So, there she goes. Right. And then Eris. Will this make a big difference? He's sus. What can I? Wakaramase deshita. These fights, and tomorrow we'll get Shizuru and put her in, and it will be a breeze. So, oh, come on. We can do this. What else can we even upgrade if we are still like 3 million damage short? $7 million damage shot that time. So maybe messing about with Kokkoro like that is not the way to go. So there isn't anything more we can do with Kokkoro, I don't think. She has got very good equipment. 1 defense penetration missing there. 1 defense penetration missing there. And like 0.8% attack. I don't really think there's anything more we can do. Bond rank just gives hit points. Ranfer. That we re-rolled was pretty good. I haven't got anything better than this, I don't think, to give her. We rolled this. Would the extra attack? I don't think we can go. I don't think we can go there. Eris. Again, they're all pretty good. This could do it. This could have a little bit more on it. A little bit more attack and defense pen. Do we really want to go into that? And Theo does no damage at all, so I don't think upgrading hair equipment is going to help a huge 8 mount. The magical attack will just help with a healing. So, does that mean we are re-rolling the weapon? The weapon that Ares has? Here we go again! No! Where is it? Where is it? This one. To give a little bit more attack here. We'll lock that, we'll lock that. Right. Let's see. Just for 3 more damage. The new Reno is actually giga cute. She is really cute. And I did think, oh, look at that. No, I was seeing things. I thought we had that. No, that's Wes. I was thinking we probably had plenty of buffer characters for light magic, which is what Reno is, but having a look, there really isn't actually that many buffer characters that we actually really use. So perhaps their impact for that team will be a little bit bigger than I was thinking it might be. Of course, she's likely to get some kind of mechanics or stats that will make her a little bit better than what we did have. But we're going to have to wait a couple of weeks to find out. I don't know, this drives you crazy, doesn't it? Absolutely drives you crazy. I don't even know where I am anymore. I'm just clicking buttons. I'm just clicking buttons. Need one of those auto clickers. Set a macro off on it or something, please. Who is Palm Girl? Maybe we could introduce Palm Girl to the channel if we met her, but I don't know Palm Girl. Are we gonna have to admit defeat? Defeat. So what's better then? Defense pen or the attack? Probably the defense penetration, at least over 2.4%. We can always use another sphere. I don't know if I really want to though, but it's an option. Let's lock one of the defense pens and see if we can get something better. Probably not. I thought it was 2 defense pen there. No, it wasn't. It was defense. Roll the ultimate weapon. That's what we need to do, and that is not what is happening. The ultimate bonk stick. That's what we had. Why did he give us it back again? They should take out of the pool what is already on the equipment. Why would we want it again? No, I thought we had something there. We didn't. We saw a tube. We thought, well, that will do. I honestly didn't think this was going to take quite as long as this. Really. Not that it's a problem, but I thought we could be doing something else by now. Trying out Kokkoro in other situations, but alas. 4% crit rate's not really what we wanted. Why can't we have either 4% attack or a 3 defense penetration? It was purple, but not the right purple. Never had this bad a luck when you did this. Well, would you like to roll for me here? We had good luck in the summons, so maybe we can't complain too much. This just, however, that's what we had. What we had, girls. Please, please. %3.2 magical attack. You didn't see anything. That's how it gets you. It wears you down so much. It wears you down so much. Right, you didn't see anything there. If this is not enough, well, all of our resources were for naught. And that's not where we want to be again. Not clown battle. Deep quest. This is the boss we're taking on. Aye. Yo, Tokkuri Yashi, yo. Need mummy. Well, we've learned that we need to keep a set. So that's what we're going to be doing here. I don't know if this Ares thing is actually doing anything or not. Maybe it isn't. Maybe we're just wasting our time with it. Right, we have a little bit extra damage. Maybe we just need to be lucky with a crit here or there, and this might be enough. The maternal warmth. Well, she's only just grown up herself. Let her have her teenage years. At some point, I was going to look in her bio. Does it say her age? Is she now older than the other Kokkoros? When we beat this boss, we can have a look. With 30 seconds to go, you would really like to have seen a bit more damage, but we know we get close at the end. It has a new height. She has grown in height, yes. For all the new measurements. Oh, we're about where we was, weren't we? $4 million damage. That was worse than before we re-rolled. What's going on? Let's have a look then, shall we then? She is 164 centimeters. Do they all have an age? I thought there was an age. 164 centimeters, and little Kokkoro is 140 centimeters, 35 kilograms. So she put on a bit of weight as well as she has grown. Hi. until I crit enough. That's what I was thinking. Can we really just keep going until we crit enough? I don't know what else we could even try. To try and boost things up a bit. I mean, what's our stamina? I mean, we could always run. This fight a few times. Not 50 times, because we'll be able to take it on. If we run it 10 times to get some more of these. Will that be... How many levels in here can we get? None! We need a few more. What the... Foiled! My dastardly plan is foiled yet again. Okay. We're gonna run it another 3 times. I cannot win. Was that enough to give us one more rank in it? Here. Yes. We now got one more rank. There we go. That's it. That has done. That is enough to get us over the finishing line. Where are we? Right. And all I'm going to do here is just unset Theo. We're not going to mess about with Eris again on this. We're just going to leave it at that. There we go. And we will crit. There's no way of even really seeing. I mean, this is the thing we haven't done with Kokkoro. We haven't tested. We can't really see damage over the log barrier on here. Can we see when she gets to her 4th union base, when she goes into this transcendent state? Is there a little icon that shows she's in transcendent state? Maybe we should have kept count on the amount of union bases that she's done. I don't think that was it. Maybe do one more perhaps. We'll get her into transcendent state. Let's have a little look. Whilst we might as well do something else whilst we're in here. Can we see? You may have got to do one more union base. About 30 seconds to go. There she goes. Is there a... Yes, there was a little ring thing there, wasn't there? Did that mean she was in transcendent state? Where is it? Where is it gone? There's so many buffs on her that you can't even see anymore. But I did see a little ring icon that I've not seen before. Maybe that's what that was. 80 seconds to go. We get the same kind of damage here. What are we looking at? 6 million damage we need extra. There. Okay, right. Let's... I don't know if unsetting Suzume is any good. She goes pretty quickly. We are pulling, grasping at every little straw here. Yeah, well, you should get good, I suppose. We need to get good. I don't imagine unsetting. What does their skills do? Their skills do buff, but they don't buff physical attack. It's strange that she is in here. I mean, put Xmas Yori in instead of Suzume? I don't know. Would that work? We could see what he did, even though we've given Suzume a lot of upgrades. This is probably going to be worse. It looks like it's worse. This is probably worse. Yeah, 34 million damage really that time. So no, unsetting Suzume is not the way to go. Maybe this is where we need Shizuru. How high up is my... well, equipment isn't the greatest, is it? It's okay. See what difference it makes with air in there. Probably going to be worse. She's not going to do a lot of damage, but is their support going to be better now with Kokkoro? Hello! Hello, how are you doing? Nice. Nice. I did get air indeed. The duels are pretty safe. The duels are pretty safe, but we have been banging our head against this boss for a while now. I thought it would be a little bit easier, but it hasn't been. So... I wanted to do some of the testing. Maybe we're going to have to say, okay, maybe you beat us today, but we will come back tomorrow. We're going to get our Shizuru, our New Year's Shizuru, and then we're going to beat the boss. And when I'm off stream, we can read all the Bond stories and everything, so we can get Kokkoro's Bond levels. We can get everything that we need. Oh, this is much worse, isn't it? Much worse. Much worse indeed. Okay, so Suzume, you're back. I don't imagine Spring Suzume could tank it, could she? Yep. Sorry, Yuri. You I don't imagine Spring Suzume is going to do any better, but we are. Is she even going to survive? That's the question. We will find out very soon. There we go. That is your answer. No, she cannot. She got rillabooned. Holy, holy, holy. Right. Let's put the Suzume back in. I don't think we could do something silly and try mixing damage types. Well, no, because Shinatsu cannot survive either. We probably need Wakana, so we're going to start messing the team up completely if we do that. Ooh, we take out to put Wakana in. Right, Suzume, you've got the job back. You was doing best. Now we just randomly set and unset until... Randomly set and unset until we get a win. We're going to unset round for until she does a next Union base. Then we're going to set her again. Because that small input was all we needed. I don't know. Inner demon. We could bring our inner demon indeed. We need something crazy to happen here. Maybe after this, we will have to say, maybe you have won the battle, Shoujo, but you have not won the war, because we will be back tomorrow. And then we can just try a few little other things with Kokkoro. And then, like I say, be back tomorrow for Shizuru's, New Year's Shizuru. Yeah, this isn't working either, is it? I don't know if we're even going to be able to crit our way over the end. $13 million damage. So the closest we got to was 6. There is nothing I'm forgetting. I mean, other than up in here, unique equipment a little bit more. Which would mean Resetting at 50. Paying a premium price here. Not that we have to get it done today. You just set ourselves a challenge. We're not resetting it at 100. That is for sure. Up to 320 now. Another 144 attack. One last try, then one last try. And then maybe Suzume, they might be off the team if our New Year's Shizuru will be the answer. Otherwise, well, borrow one of the Giga EX equipments like Kokkoro or Ranfa. I think mine are about as good as you can get them. I mean, I didn't think that. You need to take a nap. You'll be sleepy. Well, do you have a Dokimara? You have a Daki? Maybe that could come in handy. I don't know if there was a Kokkoro to borrow. I don't know if her equipment's... I can't see her equipment's being better than mine, though. I went out. We put on some good equipments. Well, let's see how close we get this time. Whoa, This time goes out so quickly though, doesn't it, at the very end? We think maybe we could get another Union based in, but the seconds just tick away. $2.7 million! 2.7 million damage. We are like a dog with a bone. We do not want to give up. I didn't do Eris's thingy. Maybe that's better to not do Eris's set and unset. 2.7 million. There must be a piece of equipment that we can upgrade just a little bit, if we borrow it. I don't think there's any better one of this, unless we've even gone and bought new equipment. So, what about... Ranfa got a new equipment? No, she didn't. She's got one of these, 8%. I suppose if we bought another one of these and gave it to her, that might help. Eris has 3 new pieces of equipment, 2 for this. So does Kokkoro. So what's Suzume then? I mean, there's a little bit extra we could get out, but we are not re-rolling anything. We are not re-rolling anything. I don't know if there really is anything more we could really do. The costs... I could always put defense penetration 3 on this. Use another one of these things. You didn't see it happen. I think this is getting a little bit too expensive. Just to try to beat this tonight. Anyway, one last try then. One last try with the extra defense penetration, and then we'll just try. Then we will try we will just do a little bit of testing with Kokkoro in the training battle, and then that, I guess, will be it for today. That's only physical. The defense penetration. Well, if it's no good at areas, we'll put it on somebody else, so it's not completely wasted. We'll check that. Have I been silly again? Why can Eris wear this piece of equipment then if it does physical? Is that what you're saying there? I'll not be paying attention to that. We'll not back out in case we got the crits. And we managed... We managed it today. Come on, let's keep an eye on the damage then. Can we beat 2.7 million? Considering how much we've upgraded our equipment. 3.5. Considering how much we've upgraded our equipment, we haven't really seen a huge amount of improvement. Yeah, magical defense penetration. It is magical defense. It would have been silly if it wasn't. They're all magical defense. Right, okay. You may have won the battle, but you have not won the war. Let's then see what Kokkoro's like off element. That's what I wanted to see. So we're going to quickly just do one fighting here with a fire magical team. Then we're going to take off our buffing character, whoever that ends up being. And put Kokkoro in the place and see what the difference is. It may be rubbish, it may not be any better at all, but we would like to see. It is Lind that's the buffer, so maybe Lind is the one that's going to be taken off. Who we're looking for? Karachi, that's who we're looking for. Where's she gone? There she is. And we're not even going to put wind elemental buff on either. So let's just go full set. Let's see what we get damage-wise. If we can mentally... since I can't play the translated version, all of my equipments have the pink stats, but I don't know what they have. Yes, EX equipments are very, very annoying when you don't have the translated app. You could always either, I mean, it's a pain in the ass, I know, screenshot and then use Google Lens. Or there is an app that I do use, which is getting dodgier and dodgier, but there is an app that I use that will translate the screen on an overlay. I do have a video. It's the video that I've done that's actually got the most views now. It's like 6.1k views of how to translate games like Princess Connect on a phone. But it only, well... what's the only Android thing? Something's only Android? I can't remember what it is. It's not... actually, yes. It only works on an Android phone because iOS, Apple phones don't allow a screen overlay. They say for security reasons, maybe quite wisely, but yes. So it only works on an Android phone. But that is another option. Still not great, but you might have a little bit of an idea of what the EX equipments are. So there we go. We need to remember this. 1.10 billion damage, and maybe I need to take a picture of this on my phone so I can remember this. And we can compare it when we put Kokoro in. This might not work. This might be a complete and utter disaster, but we have to see. 1.10 billion. So this means, where is she going to sit on this team? In the middle there. Will Lind be able to tank? It's a weaker boss. You'd hope that she would be able to. So let's see if this is even close, or if this is even any better. I don't know. Just for information's sake. I don't know. I mean, it might be easier being a weaker boss to hit. Log barrier on this boss. Does this boss even have a log barrier? I don't even know. Maybe that information would be crucial to see if there's any relevance in this test. But anyway, let's see how we do. We haven't put a wind weakness to this boss either, so we're not giving Kokkoro an easy way. It's not a fire wind weak boss, it is just weak to fire. Damage is looking like it might be somewhere around where it was before. We've still got a bit. We need to do about 300 million damage in the last 15 seconds or so. It was 1.10 billion we had before. 1.08. So, maybe not a resounding result there. Has L'Ariel done more damage than she did last time, though? The answer to that is no. Last time she did 536 million, and now we see here 482 million. However, all the others have done a little bit more than they did last time. Karachi up to one. Well, actually, no, they've all done a little bit less. They've all done a little bit less damage. That was worse. That sucks. If, however, though, it was weak to wind as well. It was a fire wind boss. maybe we would have gone over the line. So, is she going to be used off element? I suppose that wasn't very conclusive there, was it? Wasn't very conclusive at all. If we gave it a wind weakness too, surely we get over 1.1 billion then. Doing that, we probably want to mix the team up even more. I guess, like I said, we will see with Abyss Battle how she does. That won't be off element though. It'll be clan battle at the end of the month when we really see if we can get it to work. It might be a boss that's weak to two elements like this, one of them being wind, and of course she will be used there. Nevertheless, it's highly likely then that I will be back tomorrow and to summon for our New Year's Shizuru. We will see throughout the day how good she's actually looking when she's in the game with hair. Swap it out for Suzume, maybe. We'll make it, although she's a tank, we'll have to see what damage she does, or if she can really support the team enough to do extra damage, much more extra damage. Maybe we'll be back banging our heads with the same team. Or maybe we'll call that a day for another day anyway. Is this even going to be better with the weak witness as well? Well, the damage wasn't much further away without the 1.08, so that's a 1.13. So the damage was up with the wind bonus up to what we got without. Maybe taking Lind off was not the idea. Maybe we should have taken Worm off instead. And we might have got a better result. Where is she gone? I wanted to take that off. There we go. We'll just send this in again. Just try and get a little bit of a picture of what's happening here. All of my equipment's have a pink stat. Oh, I thought someone was sent a new message. They hadn't. Right, we'll send this through, and then I guess we will end for today. We did our summons, and they went pretty well. I suppose we could put Kokkoro on the home screen when we've done these fights. Will we get the same results tomorrow? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I mean, it depends when you're watching this. If you did, I don't imagine anybody watching a VOD has watched the whole thing. We've been going for nearly 2 hours now. Only a few hours left for Guidance Kokkoro. If you still haven't got her, I don't know why else you would be leaving her right to the last minute. Otherwise, unless you wanted to use your last free pull on her like I did. But don't miss out. Anyway, she will be back though at the end of February with probably another broken Prifest release. Is this a better outcome then with Lynn than we had with Worm? I don't think it is. No, it's not quite. Anyway, we will leave it there for today. I mean, Kokkoro's damage was okay, I guess. She didn't have a wind boost or anything. It was not really optimal, so I don't know what we think about that. Let's find her on here. Where will she be? She will be... There she will be. Ooh, I have an itchy nose. So let's put it on the home screen and we will leave it there for today. I guess, as you see, I am getting a little bit tired. That boss really did take it out of us today, but we will be back and we will get them eventually. If we can't beat it by the 15th, when we get a rank boost level up, I think that will be enough to push me over. Once we get to rank up another 3 levels or so, surely that will be enough. And another piece of equipment on everybody. That might be enough to get us over the line. So yes, look out for New Year's History. Also, like I said, the Wind Magic tier list. We're going to be having a look at that as well over the weekend. Let's save it and not be a numpty. There she is. Our summons went really well. Hopefully yours did too. And there we go. I am Tokkuri Yashi. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I will see you all again very soon. Bye 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 bye. Hey.